This is so dope.
Oh, when you skateboarding in the ultra boost, you don't give a fuck about shoes. The worst thing, I think just like in New York, I feel like the worst area to skate, bro.
This is Capital One Park.
I became a waiter. I started out being a waiter for Cotton Patch. I know it's so racist, right? Black people working at Cotton Patch. But started out there. Ended up working at Best Buy. Actually, I started at GameStop, Cotton Patch. Worked at Best Buy. Then I ended up working at Dave & Buster's. What does it mean to be you? When everybody's just out here judging you, everything that you're doing, the person that you are, the things that you do, you know, the life that you have, what you possibly might become. You know, what does it mean to be you? Are you in control of your life? Are you in control of the decisions you make? Are you happy about the decisions you make? These are things that I have thought about all my life, even, you know, being a child of my mother and father, and being I've always been a rebel. I've always been a person, I want to think for myself. I want to just do things for myself. It allowed me to, you know, control my schedule and to, you know, be able to set things up to where, you know, I'm able to get my work in the gym. Dave & Buster's, sometimes I had to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning, you know, or be at work at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't get off till like, you know, 10 o'clock at night, and I still went to go train. Training and gaming are my free times. These are things that are part of me that, you know, people don't understand because they're so, you know, two different countries. You know, even before fitness, that was my life. You know, I was actually forced, you know, not forced, but I was pushed towards being a sports athlete because my father knew that I had talent, and, you know, him being a sport athlete, he didn't understand why I didn't like watching football or watching SportsCenter. When I was I didn't care for all that. I just wanted to go in my room, turn on my PlayStation, my Dreamcast, you know, play Xbox, my Jet Set Radio, Mortal Kombat, Tekken. You know, I used to go out to my friend's house and play Tekken all the time. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to play video games all the time. But I love to be outside as well. So, you know, those that's why it's such a huge part of my life, and you know, why people just kind of, you know, see that side of me and appreciate it. You know, that I have that nerdy. I wouldn't even call it nerdy. It's normal. It's normal. You know, and just like me being an adult watching cartoons, if I want to watch, you know, freaking Timmy Turner in the morning with some bowl of freaking whatever. Freaking Captain Crunch. Let me goddamn do my. Let me watch my shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that too. You know, finding a partner that you have a lot of a connection with in certain areas that enhances your personality even more. You know, don't be with anybody that demotes your personality or doesn't agree with things that you do. You need, you know, a majority of agreements with each other. Life gets better, brighter as time goes on, and you look at yourself in the mirror every morning, you know, wondering who you are, who you could be, taking in all this intel from life. You know, it's an abundance of things that creates us all, and we have to constantly, you know, have a, how do I say this, a feeling of acceptance from other people, and we lose ourselves. You know, I just kind of want to tell y'all my background and my life, and, you know, these words that I'm telling you and what I've been through throughout the life. And I grew up a hard-headed ass kid, throwing temper tantrums, really just really not liked. Was a whiny baby, always got in fights, always in trouble, man. And I was told from pre-K teachers, you know, how bad I was, and I was gonna grow up to be, just, in jail or whatever. I got a flight. My parents put me on a flight. I was scared. This was kind of one of my first flights by myself, and I was like a young kid. I got into what was the first class, the business line. I'm not trying to throw race in there, but it was a white lady. But she was in the front. She was like, next. So I'm walking up once again. Teenage kid, but I don't even think I was a teenager yet, in the business line, walking up. I didn't know it was a business line. She looks me up and down, and she was like, don't you ever step in this line ever again. Straight up. Didn't understand why. I was nervous. I didn't know what to say. So I, walked, asked somebody where I was supposed to go, and that was that. But I walked off, bawling my eyes, because I didn't understand why she told me, why she told me those words in such a very aggressive way, like I was nothing. And that has stuck in my mind as well. So in the end, my question to y'all is, are you the person you want to be?